The Transport Studies Unit is an independent research institute that sits within the University of Oxford. We collaborate with researchers from across the university in engineering and economics and health, in the social sciences, and that gives us a unique position to work on some of the biggest challenges and issues that transport and mobility is facing in the 21st century.
What's unique about the programme is that it pulls academics, policymakers, practitioners into a space to critically reflect on some of the main global challenges in transport. We work really hard to not only get a mix of policymakers, practitioners and academics as speakers, but also the mix of participants in the room from the private sector, industry, organisations such as the World Bank, World Health Organisation, but also from the public sector, from local authorities to transport planning authorities at a city level, and academics working around transport issues.
The course is a sort of magnet that brings people together that would never have otherwise met. It's not a case of just receiving knowledge, it's a case of sort of a knowledge exchange that's occurring.
That's my motivation, to learn from my peers and from the lecturers and see how we can improve the transport infrastructure for the north of England.
When I looked at what was available around the world, I thought this was really relevant to what I do, and it also allowed me to step out of what is a delivery role and actually look at a bit more theory and policy and ideas around transport.
Participants on the course are professionals and experts in their own right. So a lot of our speakers, they actually gain as much from being on the programme as the participants, and it's very much a two-way dialogue.
We get incredibly valuable information from the interactions that really helps us in thinking through our own ideas, our own research.
This program really helped me be able to take research, really apply it to how we're designing infrastructure, how we are planning programs, and the kinds of policies that our cities need to implement to be able to tackle the big issues around mobility.
We really want to have people whose research and whose expertise is global in experience, not least because it is in many parts beyond Europe that the problems that we face are much bigger than they are here.
The transport sector is traditionally a male-dominated sector, so we are trying really hard to make the course accessible for women, particularly from the global south. We're continually evolving and developing the programme. We take participants' feedback very seriously and we seek to incorporate that in terms of how we move things forward. But also we want the programme to reflect where the contemporary challenges in transport are.
My motivation for coming here was really to get connected with latest research around mobility and transportation, trends that are happening, but also to meet people from around the world who are working on common challenges and coming up with creative solutions.